Even as I was approaching this mirror, I just started shaking because I was like, this is not gonna work. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Amazon beauty salon. That's right. I asked myself this question the other day walking through Spitalfields Market. Why on earth is there an Amazon beauty salon in London? Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Janet. I'm the founder of a business called Janet's List, and we help people to discover and buy from amazing brands by Black women and women of color. I am also a brand nerd, so when I see a big brand doing something that's interesting or different or just a bit weird, girl, what's going on? I'm like, what on earth is going on there? So that's some of the stuff that I'm going to be exploring in this video. I initially had planned this to be one of my 60-second short videos, but the more I mapped it out, I was like, I've got too much to say. So let's just get straight into it. The Amazon Beauty Salon is in Spitalfields Market, which is in Shoreditch in East London. Initially, the salon was open just to Amazon staff, but in the last 6 to 8 weeks, they've opened it out to the general public. They said this will be an experiential venue where we showcase new products and technology. There are no current plans to open any other Amazon salon locations. When Amazon talk about new technology, in my head, I'm thinking logistics, I'm thinking automation, I'm thinking operational efficiency, and I'm trying to line that up with a beauty salon, and I'm like, what on earth is going on there? Amazon started off with physical locations. Jeff Bezos was sitting in a bookshop selling books. We know that Amazon has things like Amazon Fresh and Amazon Go, where you can just walk in, get your groceries, and it all gets sorted out through the Amazon app. But the idea of a beauty salon post-lockdown in London was still so random. So I think back to their press statement, and they're talking about technology. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I want to walk into this Amazon beauty salon and literally see a robot cutting hair. Like, I want Alexa herself to be chopping off somebody's fringe. That's what I'm thinking about when it comes to Amazon and a beauty salon and technology all in the same sentence. Now, speaking of robots, I found a video of this guy who created a robot to help him cut his hair. The dude was worried about a bad haircut, whereas I was just thinking to myself, I would be worried about that robot stabbing my brain with a pair of scissors. Bringing it back to the salon, as a Black woman with 4C curly, coily hair, I had low expectations, and I mean low expectations going into this Amazon salon. And the reason for that is the streets do not treat Black women well when it comes to our hair in mainstream high street salons. And I was expecting that that would be the case in Amazon. Before we get into that, let's talk about the USP and the technology of this salon. So my first impressions walking into this salon is, what's the technology, what's new and what's different about this? There were no robots in the salon, it was human beings. In fact, it was a team from a brand called Neville Salon, who have been in business for many years, and they are collaborating with Amazon on this project. Now, what was interesting, in the physical space, there was not a jot of the Neville branding that I could find. Now, as a business founder myself, I'm like, you know what, if I'm collaborating with Amazon, you walk in, you'll be seeing Janet's List all over the walls. So they must have given this woman a big fat bag for her to agree not to have her branding anywhere. I mean, this was all, what I saw on the top floor was all branded Amazon. The question I asked myself and the question I asked her is, what is special about this salon? And I was told that there were 4 aspects of technology that were unique and different. Spoiler alert, I didn't think that any of this was particularly innovative, but I'll let you be the judge of it. So the first thing is this augmented reality mirror. And the idea is that you look into the mirror and you can change the color of your hair, so you sort of get an early view of what your hair would look like if it was a different color. First of all, take a look at the inspiration board. That tells you the beginning of this problem. Even as I was approaching this mirror, I just started shaking because I was like, this is not gonna work. The lady's trying to tell me how I should sit in front of the mirror and it will help show what I would look like if I have different hair colors. And I was like, sis, this thing is not made for me. Yep, it's inspiration for one type of woman that is not representative of all of the women in society, which in this day and age is just really poor. So already from that first bit of technology, I was completely unimpressed. I think it might work for some. There's so many other innovative apps that do this sort of thing. So it wasn't anything new anyway. So that was interesting. I had a head wrap, which didn't help things, but I think even if I had my hair open, it literally would not have made a difference. So the second thing was what they call point and learn technology. So this idea of if you have a product on the shelf and if you hover your hand over it, it brings up the information on a screen. Now, really? See, the thing is, as a founder of a business where you have to work so hard to bring people into a physical space, people come to a physical space because they want to talk to someone. They want that connection. They want that insider view. They want to speak to a team who know their shit and who can tell them everything that needs to be known about a particular product. I don't go into a physical space to hover my hand over the name of a product and then see the issue come up on the wall. If I want that information, I can just look for it online. So for me, again, that just didn't really hit the spot. It's just like, that's not why I come to a physical space. I come to a physical space because I want a good, enjoyable, luxurious experience with a hairstylist who understands my hair and who knows me and who we can build that relationship together. Or I want to come in a hurry because I can't get my usual hairstylist. I know Amazon have a salon in Spitalfields Market and I just need to get my hair done quickly. To me, that's the purpose of a space like that. And so you think to yourself, technology, okay, can I book online to get my slot in the Amazon salon? You go on the website, call or email. I'm like, come on, this is Amazon. Like, I can order stuff on Amazon that can even come the same day, but the Amazon beauty salon, somehow I have to call. The whole thing just really surprised me. I did not expect that from Amazon. I expected to be able, for whoever thinks that they'd find this service useful, to be able to book online, and you can't. You have to call or you have to email. Old school. There's literally no difference between that and my hairdresser who lives in North London, who I have to arrange to go to a house to get my hair done. Like, they're both on the same level. Amazon, come on. So the other thing that was meant to be a thing is that they have fire tablets at the station. Okay, look, we're in the year of our Lord 2021. This isn't 1998 when we had Nokia 3310. Like, if I had my Nokia 3310 and I go into the salon and it has this cool tablet which I can hold up and look through stuff, amazing. Most people who are visiting an Amazon beauty salon will have a smartphone in their pocket. So that again is not really anything that's cutting edge or innovative. The one good thing I would say about the Amazon beauty salon is they had this thing where if you wanted to order products, you could order them in the salon and then get them delivered straight home. Now that I think is a good perk. That I think is a useful thing to have in a physical space. Like if I've gone to a beauty salon, I've enjoyed the products they've used, I can order them straight away and I don't have to carry them home. Also for bulky things, so in a recent video I talked about the steamer that I bought through Amazon and my hairbrush. Like if I bought that in the physical space, that would be a thing that would be really useful to go in, check it out and then be like, yeah, can I just order that and deliver that to my flat in one click? The problem is when you looked at the products on the shelf, those are not products for people with hair like mine. And that's where I was just like, it's so easy to get it right, yet you get it so wrong. Look, I'm the founder of a business that helps people to discover amazing brands by Black men and women of color. Pretty much most of the products that I buy, that I use, are from independent brands. But if Amazon is gonna do something like this, at least try, at least make the effort to say, who are all of the different women represented in society? What sort of products do they use? What products do they need? What tools do they use? If I walked into that salon and I saw the Revlon hairbrush, I saw a steamer, I saw a couple of bonnets, I'm like, you know what? Amazon is trying, but that just wasn't there. So then ask the question, okay, if I need someone to do my hair, what's the deal? And they're like, oh yeah, we have someone who works with Afro-Caribbean hair, but they're in on a Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday or Sunday. So the person comes in 3 days a week. So like in my mind, we're all supposed to be like, yay, it's really good. We actually, Amazon have thought about having someone who works with Afro hair and they've made arrangements for that. But guys, that's not good enough. If things are gonna be done, like if Amazon is gonna commit, just commit all the way. Commit with the products, commit with the service, commit with the list of styles that are available. Don't do this half-half thing where someone is available 3 days a week. there are no products on the shelf that are for women like me. I'm sorry guys, but it's not good enough. I don't think we should go to places like this and feel like, oh wow, at least they thought about having. No, they can do better. Big brands can do better. They have the money to do better. They have the ability to do better, and they just choose not to. And that just winds me up. When you look at the press coverage of this thing, you have like everywhere. You have Time Out, Guardian. Oh yeah, Amazon are opening a beauty salon in London. It's gonna be cutting edge technology. Guys, I went in and that is not cutting edge technology. So just because they're Amazon, they get all of this amazing press. Yet you have smaller brands who put their heart and soul into creating beautiful physical experiences for people to come and shop and buy. And getting press is like climbing Everest. Yeah, not impressed. So here I am, different setting, different day, but back on the same topic, which is about the Amazon beauty salon. And I raved and ranted so much about it, but I didn't actually cover the reason why I think Amazon is doing this. So in the next final bit, I am going to cover, I think, 5 reasons why I think Amazon has decided to have a beauty salon in London. So the first and obvious thing that comes to mind when you think about Amazon is data. So all of the experiences in the Amazon beauty salon are about data. So scanning your hand over the thing to get information about beauty products, the augmented reality mirror, using a QR code to order products, people using tablets while they're getting their hair done. To me, that is just a way that Amazon can get a better sense of how people interact with their products, what they're looking for, what they're interested in. But even that just doesn't feel like a reason enough. Like, Amazon is a huge company. They already have so much data from our ordering habits online. So I'm like, what is it about the physical space that makes it more likely? And I think that brings me to my second point, which is I think they're trying to collect data on how people interact with services. So Amazon has a lot of data in terms of how people interact with their e-commerce platform all over the world, but actually how people interact with goods and services in physical spaces is very different. And here you have an industry. So the beauty salon industry is very fragmented. Everyone does their own thing. Everyone gets a different experience when they go to the salon. And that's part of the reason why we like it and we gravitate towards it. So many of us go back to the same hair stylist who has done our hair again and again. So what role does Amazon have to play in this? And I think one of the reasons they have this physical space is really about understanding how people interact with services and obtaining data points on this. Now, why they would do that, I don't know, because to me, like, of all of the different markets they can dominate, the hair salon industry just feels like a weird one. But actually, when you think about it, the one industry that thrived while we were in lockdown is beauty. People continue to buy their beauty products online. Like, people cut, obviously we couldn't go anywhere, we couldn't travel, but people still found money in their budgets to spend on beauty. So it's definitely a huge industry. And that brings me to my third point. It's about making inroads in the professional beauty space. So I think the retail professional beauty space is a huge untapped market, and Amazon definitely wants to get in there. I don't know what they think the physical space can give them, but there's definitely something in that market that they're interested in. And when you think about Amazon, I think they just want to dominate our lives and take over all of the different sectors. So Amazon has dominance when it comes to books. They're obviously interested in groceries and sort of penetrating that market. And, the beauty industry seems like an interesting area for them. I just don't understand why the physical salon. It just feels like such a random thing for Amazon to do, but I think there must be a gap that they've spotted. I would say it's in the professional beauty market rather than the individual beauty market that they're trying to fill. The other thing it could be as well is, like, one of the things we've seen with salons is people use a lot of tech. So when I think about my most expensive products that I've spent on Amazon tend to be technology, even for hair. So, when I think about the steamer, which I covered in another video, I think I probably spent about £125 buying that on Amazon. So maybe one of the areas that they're really interested in is that tech space and seeing how customers in the physical space interact with their tech tools. But again, on the displays, it was all products. They didn't have like flat irons or steamers or the other sort of tech thing, which actually that is something that would make me go to the Amazon Salon. So if they had like my steamer, or if they had like the Revlon hairbrush, if they introduced a new one, that's something that would take me to the salon, because I'd want to see this product before I order it, and then I might even order it then with my QR code and get it delivered to home. But that's not what they had in the salon. But it could actually be the back end, because when you think about it, Amazon are good with operations, logistics, delivery, tech, and I wonder whether they're using this experiment as a way to build up the technology behind the scenes, that the sort of operational technology to help salons run. Because if they get it right, then it's something that they can just sell all over the world to different salons. So then it becomes like a plug and play thing, a bit like what Shopify does for e-commerce businesses. So many of us can just see the clear benefits of being on Shopify. And so rather than trying to build your own bespoke website, it's just easier to plug and play with Shopify. And I wonder whether they're testing that sort of approach, and they've looked for an industry where it's very fragmented, everyone does their thing. They can sort of build some kind of behind the scenes plug and play technology. But again, to get my hair done in the Amazon Salon, I'd have to phone them, or I'd have to email them, which to me just doesn't strike me as like the most amazing technological options. In fact, they're not. If I could go to Amazon and order my hair appointment on the Amazon app, now we're talking, that would be something, but that's not what's going on here. So all I've done is speculate on 4 or 5 potential reasons why Amazon has this beauty salon. I just don't think they do things like that for fun. They don't strike me as a particularly experimental company. There must be something that they've seen in it that has justified this idea being signed off by the bosses above and actually being turned into a physical living thing post-pandemic as well, when the footfall isn't as high as you would expect it to be. So that's my speculation. I'd be very interested to hear what you think, or what your views are, or if you've actually visited the beauty salon. Let me know in the comments below. Share your thoughts. You can find me on social media and tweet me there as well. That's it from me. Thank you so much for staying until the end. If you found this interesting or helpful or useful, please remember to press the like button, or better still, subscribe and press the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we release a new video. There's a lot more where that came from. I'm going to put a couple of videos in the top left and right hand corner, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you.